the world might look at me as whatever people have tried to say I am. Only thing I did was what God told me to do. And I stayed in my lane. I drove my own speed. I wasn't out here getting in any trouble, honest to God. I just stayed in my own lane, even in that dark time when I didn't feel like I could talk to my family, when I felt like the friends that said they were friends were not friends. Like, I felt like I shouldn't be able to sit here and, even be standing talking on this camera, like, because it was some very dark times where, like, I'm like, Lord, why is all this stuff happening to me? Like, I've dedicated my heart to you. I'm giving my best. Like, even when people don't really understand me, the ones that think they understand me, it's just like, if you don't really know God, you won't really understand little Kevin. And that's me. You won't understand me, like, if you're not spiritually. Like, it ain't about money that people feel like, oh, that's what connects me with people. Like, if your spirit is not godly, we won't have anything to talk about. Like, and it don't be no shade. It don't be none of that. Like, I'm just very different. I everybody likes to have a good time every now and then. But it's just like, if you're not spiritual, it's just like the connections. When I walk in rooms and I want to talk to people, it's just like, they want to talk about whatever they want to talk about, and I want to talk about God. Like, it didn't matter what type of situation, if I was lit or not. Like, I want to serve God. At times, I listen to my other music and stuff, on my free time, but for the most part, I'm in my word, like, 24/7. Like, I really do truly love the Lord, and it's just like a lot of people that said they were for me. Like, half of the people didn't even know God. Like, they didn't love God. Some of them didn't even believe in God. I'm like, Lord, what have I gotten myself into? I was going to churches that it was so confusing, boy. I didn't even want to go to church at all. So I learned to talk to God in my own way. Like, I learned to have my own church at home. Like, everything had just, I can't even say it fell apart. It's just like, friends don't really be friends. People that you want to build stuff with, it's just like they love to waste your time and string you along for no apparent reason. And just, things just don't add up at the end of the day. Like, I never tried to put anybody on bless. I never tried to tell my story, never in my whole life. I never really tried to, be that person that, oh, I need. But it's just like, I've always been that person that, people didn't really care about, my well-being. I never had no father figure to teach me to play ball, to, do anything. The people I had around me were, women that taught me the feminine things that I know, far as, cooking, cleaning,